Australia's always been an early adopter country, whether that be DVD, mobile phones. We've always been at that kind of cutting edge of it, and I think we still have a thirst for going and doing that. Really, the answer to that depends on the company, but ultimately I think there's far more efficiency in digitising some of that workload, and that's what will free up those individual companies to do what they're good at, not necessarily be bogged down by the old school processes. I think we've got a trend at the moment with multiple devices. People carrying a phone, a laptop, a tablet, and maybe variations on both of those. Quite often I see people just unpacking at a security gate in an airport. That shows me that they're just carrying far too much. And I see that trend consolidating a lot of those devices. That accommodates a couple of things. One is the physical device, consolidating those devices and making it easier to get from point A to point B, as well as being more succinct around where is all of your information. Carrying all of those multiple of devices means people have to try and sync data from one to the other to the other. That takes time, and there's a lot of errors around doing that. So the confidence to be able to take a single device and make sure that your presentation is on it, or make sure you have that saved document on it, is really important to business. I think that there's many facets to how we help in education, and a lot of those is actually making sure that we bring our product to life to the educators and give them a reason for, well, what is it that will help enable a learning outcome on this? And the reality is we have to do with that in a couple of different ways. One is to make sure that the learning actually takes front of house. That is the most important thing. But two, the expectation on devices is much, much higher than what it ever was. And those students in those forums, one, they're expecting more of their own individual device, and two, when they take that device out into the workforce, their expectations are just as high. And again, consolidating devices, making sure they have the right two-in-one or the right tablet, that they are able to make that shift from just using it from student-based learning all the way into how does it enable them in their future work.